So, on the attendee list, we've got Jessica, Portia, Renee, Sherry. Hi, Mom. Some people are not logged in yet. So for those of you who are not logged in yet, dial in, and you can speak and be and hear. Now we've got Portia. Hi, Portia. We're going to get started. We're recording. So, Kathy, I'm going to, I guess, what we've done, we talked about, Lori, and the MCA's the last meeting, was this is a different way that we can do snail mail marketing with the envelope and the stamp. It's extremely relevant right now for Christmas holiday, since we have 330 agents and staff to keep all of us from getting writer's cramp. They saw an example of a couple of them I've got on my bulletin board of I can do custom cards. We're looking to expand that to also do birthday cards for all of our agents, anniversary cards for when they did it, and then just kind of thank you cards that are going to be one-click shop. So, Kathy, if you can kind of help us out with what exactly does it entail, is it capable of, and some tricks of the trade that you've discovered over the past years.
Okay, great. Thank you. Well, my name is Kathy Hazelrig, and I'm with Send Out Cards. I'm a senior manager, been with them for 6 years, and I also just became a realtor with Keller Williams. Thank you to Rick for introducing me to that. And so I'm going to go over some of the basics as far as how the system works. Then when Sherry gets on, I don't see her telephone there. Sherry is also an expert at doing cards and campaign cards, so she will probably demonstrate a few, as far as some card sending. You can see my screen, I take it. Let me move this over. Okay. So, Sherry, if you want to jump in at any time too, but when we get to the cards, I'll let Sherry take over. Okay. Glass. There you are. Okay, so what you're seeing here is the main screen, and I basically usually tell you how to. You wanted me to go over the pricing as well, didn't you, Rick?
Yeah. So what we did so far was signed up for one fee, which was $31 a month, and gives us 100 points, or about 35 cards a month. So we were talking. Kathy and I were talking earlier. It might be equally advantageous to do 3 different ones if we foresee ourselves using this at least 30 cards a month. So if you want to talk about pricing real fast, that would be good. Okay.
So here's our ways to get started, and you can find this under your account also. There should be downloads on your account. But different ways to get started. A customer account is basically free. It doesn't cost anything to have a customer account with all the bells and whistles. The difference is the pricing on what you want to pay for your cards and your gifts. Now, with Send Out Cards, you can send postcards, 2-panel cards. You can send trifold cards, and you can send great big cards. And you can add photos to them. So the pricing over here on the right, I'll go over that. There are other things that you can do with this account. You can do photo items, photo books, photo mugs, photo iPad covers, iPhone covers. There's all kinds of things you can do. All of the features and benefits come with the account, and the account is actually free. You can create individual cards one at a time, special for people, or you can create a campaign card or a series of cards to go out over time, where you create them once, you tell it where to put the first name or the first name and spouse name or the last name, and it will do all the mail merge. So in other words, you create, let's say you create a Christmas card one time, you tell it where to put the first name or the whatever, and then you save it. Now you can attach that card to hundreds of people if you want with just a few clicks of a mouse, and all the cards will go out when you tell it to, tomorrow, immediately, or at some date in the future. Or you can have even, let's say, a 4-card campaign. So you want to touch them on maybe 4 different times during the year. It might be a birthday, it might be a holiday, it might be spring, whatever. And you just create all those cards in one campaign, and you tell them what dates to send them out on, and it will do that automatically. So it's an awesome system, and the system is totally free. Now you purchase points to pay for your cards. And the way that works is over here on the right, you'll see a postcard equals 1 point, a 2-panel card costs 2 points. A 3-panel, which is a trifold, which actually has 5 panels on it, the front, the back, and the 3 on the inside. And that's a 3-point card. Now you can add pictures to the card. There's a lot of clip art you can add to the cards. You can add borders. You can even add a video link from YouTube into the card. And if you add 1 picture, clip art video, or 10 or 100, it's only 1 additional point for the entire card. So in other words, a postcard with pictures would then be 2 points. Are you seeing my mouse? Because I'm moving my mouse.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay, a 2-panel card is 2 points. Add a picture, it's 3 points, and on. So now you have different ways you can purchase your points. There's nothing that's under a contract. The best way and the most cost-effective way, if you're going to send at least several cards a month, would be to do the $31 subscription. That's a monthly subscription, no commitment, no contract, cancel at any time. You cancel your subscription, you still have your account. And that's that gives you 100 points a month, dropped in each month, automatically charges your credit card $31 plus tax, and those points will roll over for an entire year. So you buy 100 points goes in today, they're good until next December 5th, and it's all a rolling year. So that's the most efficient way. The other thing you can do is you can add gifts to your cards when you send them. So you can send brownies, cookies, motivational books, you name it. And those are also purchased with points. So if you're thinking, well, I don't know if I'm going to use these points, you send somebody some brownies, it might cost you 16 points. You're going to get some use out of that as well. The second way, and the second most efficient or cost-effective way, is a retail customer. And that's worth 20 points a month for $9.80. And so now what happens with the $31 is your points are 31 cents each, and here they're 49 cents each. So you're paying 35% more. But if you're not going to send that many cards, then 20 points might do you better. I think as realtors, real estate agents, the 100 points is typically the best, especially if you're sharing it within an office. The pay-as-you-go is the third way, and that's if someone does not want a subscription. I don't recommend that for anybody, but this is your pay-as-you-go, and they're going to pay 99 cents a point. So that's the third option. You can go on and off of these if you want to, switch out of them, and you're always going to still have your account with all your contacts in. Does anybody have any questions on that before we move on?
Yeah, so let's say we're at Christmas, we're sending a whole lot of cards, and then come February, we're not going to be using a whole lot of cards. We could downgrade February, March, April, May to the $10 subscription to pay just for the anniversary cards, and then we wanted to blast out a big happy 4th of July, and we can bump up July and get the better price point. So
you certainly can do that.
We can, yes?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
The only thing is they had at one point they had a waiting period of like 3 months before. Like if you go off the $31 and you go over here to the $9.80, you may have to wait 3 months to go back on the $31. I'm not sure if they're enforcing that or not. The other thing is you can use it as like a Christmas club. You can do your 100 points a month if you know you're going to send out a whole bunch of cards at Christmas, and then that way every month you're paying $31. So when December comes, you're not having to load in a bunch of money. If you're going to send, then you're going to have them all banked up, and you'll have plenty to send your Christmas cards with, or your holiday cards, or whatever. Okay? So this is good for you all to know, because you may decide at some point you want a personal account as well for your home. You might want to do it 20 points for home and talk to Rick about how you can get an account. So any other questions on this, and we'll move to the next thing? No? Okay. Now, this is what your account would look like, except for distributor. Yours won't say distributor. Yours will have an account over here that says Customer Account Manager under your account tab. You'll have Customer Account Manager, and that's how you'll get in to change your subscription, to change address, change credit card, all of that stuff. But everything is under the red bar. So everything you need has drop downs. You can purchase more points in here if you want to. You can even purchase a signature. You can purchase your own handwriting font with 4 signatures for $25 if you wanted to type your cards in your own handwriting. And so that can all be found under Purchase Products. You can edit your personal information here. It'll send you birthday reminder emails if you ask it to, or you'll see all your birthdays right down here listed that are upcoming birthdays for the next 10 or 15 days. Under Help, you'll see a lot of downloads, I'm not sure if you've got that on the customer account, but if you do, that's where I got the price sheet. And tutorials have the videos that will teach you how to use everything in the system. But if everybody would write down this website, this is a very helpful website. So if you have something to write with, it's got a whole customer training section on it with videos, but not only videos, it has the step-by-step written instructions, which I like to see. I like to watch the video and then I like to read the written instructions. So this will have the written instructions. It's under www.eagles, that's E-A-G-L-E-S, like the eagle that flies, plural, eaglestraining.info.
Can you type that in the chat box, just so we have it recorded?
Yeah, I will. Thank you. In the box. Okay, so right here. Chat. And I'll type that to entire audience. I'm going to capitalize it just so you can see the difference. You don't have to capitalize it.
Okay.
The password is Eagle Training. Okay? So there we go.
Okay.
And under customers, the customer section number 1, that's where you'll find those other videos and the step-by-step instructions. Pictures is where you can load up pictures. You can load them up when you're in a card. You can also upload them, but if you upload them here, you can create albums for them. So you can, maybe each agent wants their own photo album within that, that account, that they upload their own photos of their customers or whatever, or their own profile picture. You can put them into folders here, create as many albums as you want. And this is where you can delete photos as well. Contacts is where you go and you just hover over it. To add a new contact, you just click on Add New Contact. And all of the fields that have asterisk, red asterisks are mandatory, but you see you can add the rest. This is a full contact management system. And you can add email addresses. They're not mandatory, but you can add them. You can also add all the phone numbers. You can add their birthday, and this is where you'll get a birthday reminder for everyone's birthday when it comes up. Or you can create a birthday card campaign for the year, and and add these people to the birthday card campaign so they get a birthday card. As long as you have their birthday in here, they'll get the birthday card sent out a week before their birthday. You can put their spouse's name, you can put their anniversary. You can even add their children here and add their children's birthdays so that you'll have everyone's birthdays in here and you'll get reminders on that. When you're going to import, another feature of the contacts is that you can import all of your contacts in here. And what you'll want to do is get that into an Excel spreadsheet, and you'll want a column with each of these red asterisks in a separate column. So when you set up your Excel spreadsheet, you'll want to make sure that each of the columns, and like address 1 is in one column, city is in another column, etc. And birthday is in another column. You can import the birthday as well. You can also import email addresses and all of that if you wanted to. And that would need to be saved. You might want to write this down as a text tab delimited file. Text tab delimited. And that's the file that you'll be able to import it right in. All you'll do is go to import, and you may need to map the fields, but there's also a video and instructions on how to do that.
Okay, import should let us do that for us.
Okay. Groups. Here's where you can set up groups so that if you want to have a group for your prospects, you want to have a group for your buyers, you want to have a group for your sellers, you can set up as many groups as you want and put people into multiple groups just like you can in Outlook. Here is where your gifts are, and you can just look through this later. You have a whole entire gift catalog. You can send gift cards to people. Those are not purchased with points. They're purchased through, you'll have 2 running totals, and I'll show you on the main screen. You'll have a points, and you may want to write this down, a points total, a balance, a running balance of your points that were loaded in, and then you'll have a running balance of your expense account. Points are for cards and gifts.
Phone, if you can speak, I guess I'm on speaker.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's what the echo coming from the speakerphone. It might be me. Go on, you're doing well.
Okay. I'm gonna write this for you because this is really important. Points are for cards and gifts. And then expense is for stamps, shipping on gifts, and gift cards. This is really important to know because when you get ready to send something, you really want to know that you have enough of a balance in there in order to send them. So you've got all multiple kinds of gift cards. I don't know, if you ever want to send a gift card in with a gift, in with a thank you card or something, or you have all kinds of categories of gifts that you can add as well. And so you can look through these later, but you've got all kinds of gifts.
Very cool.
You can send a card anywhere in the world. You can send cards anywhere in the world. So if you have customers out of the country or whatever. Okay. Cards. Okay, here's where your cards are. You can create a card by even just clicking on cards. That's a shortcut. And you can create your campaigns here. You can look at your card history and you can see who have I sent cards to in the past, 3 months. And you'll have everybody come up that you've sent cards to. You'll also have a permanent record in everybody's account of what cards you sent them. So in other words, let me just type my buddy here. So you can go into someone's account, view their contacts, and down here under Action Log, you can click and see all the cards that you sent to one person. You can actually view them if you want to. So you'll have a permanent history of every card you've ever sent to anyone. There are some shortcuts over here. So we've got to create a card, create a campaign, upload your pictures, add new contacts right here. The stock photo store, you can go in and look at that once you're into your account and see about all the photo items you can create. Here's where your running balance is. Points are, I've got, this is how many points you've got in your account, and this is how much your expense account balance is. So your points are going to go in there automatically each month. If you run out of points, you'll be able to purchase additional points throughout the month at whatever your subscription rate is, the 31 cents or the 49 cents. And this is where you'll buy additional points and postage. Okay, so that's just a quick rundown of how the system is set up. The next thing is to send a card. So any questions on the system before we get into sending a card, and then I'll turn it over if Sherry's ready and she wants to demonstrate. Sherry, do you want to demonstrate how to send a card?
I've got a couple questions. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You. Okay. Sorry, I've been typing them in. The first question I had was, do we have to purchase the points, or can we just simply pay for the cards?
Well, the points are how you pay for the cards.
Okay. So then my next question with the contacts, can we, once we import our contacts, can we export at any time that we want to?
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't see an option anywhere in there to export.
Well, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. This is another really cool feature, so I'm glad you asked that. Let's say I just want to send a card. These are all my groups. Let's just say I just want to send a card to my family members, okay? I can uncheck my group, just check that one group, and find contact. Okay. Now, here's where you can export. See where it says export checked?
Okay, so we can only export by group, not the entire database.
You can do the entire database. So really, I can go up here to contacts, and I can go list all contacts right here.
Okay.
And it will list all of the contacts that I've got in there. and it's probably going to be slow. I probably shouldn't have clicked on that because I have over 2,000 contacts. But you'll get the same thing will come up, and it'll say export checked.
Okay.
So,
and then my next question was, with the photos, as you're uploading the photos, is there a size limit to the storage that we have?
that is a good question.
There is a size limit, but it takes a long time to acquire that. I have a ton of photos in there, and sometimes if you know you're going to really like some photos you took, you just upload them, and when you're done with those particular photos, if it has to do with a house sale or something, you just delete those photos and you add to it. It's just like a hard drive.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. You don't have to keep the photos in there once you've used them. If you're working with particular customers and then you say, okay, I've done this sale or whatever, you can keep a couple to follow up with, but the ones like if you're doing a video of the house or pictures of the house inside and out, then you say, okay, I'm done with that one. You can delete those photos and go on to the next one.
Okay, and then my last question was, for the groups, can we have as many groups as we want, or is there a limit to the group number?
I'm sure you can have as many as you want. I've got tons of groups in there.
Okay. And can we add one contact to multiple groups?
Yes.
Okay, and if we are selecting 2 groups and one contact is in both groups, will it send that person 2 cards, or will it realize it's the same address?
It'll only pull them up once.
Okay, perfect.
So I believe you're going to have my mom to create the card. So Mom, if you want to go ahead and log into your account, I'm going to switch over so we can view your computer in about a minute. So go ahead and log in.
I've got Kathy's computer here now. Do you want me to log into my account or just leave it on yours, Kathy?
I can give you control to hers if you'd like, and she can control your computer. Or if you want to log into your own, Mom, that might be easier.
Sure, I would log into your account because log into your account, and that way you'll be dealing with your own account.
Let me get out of you. Can I log out?
You're not in me. You're not in me. Don't even worry about me. Just go ahead and
push escape, Mom. You'll see her, be able to move her out, and then you can open it up.
Oh, don't even. I'm hitting escape. I'm not familiar with this exact thing. But real fast, I wanted to play the devil's advocate here, just because most of you all, this is new and it sounds overwhelming, but once you see the video tutorials and once you play with it, it's just like any software that you learn. You have to play with it to really get it down to a science, because when you first look at it and when people are really knowledgeable with it, they go really, really fast. And you know that with what you already do. But when you're learning this, just play with it, erase, get rid of, move, and you'll learn to have fun with it, and it's not as intimidating as it may appear when you're listening to all this at once. So
what I'm going to have you do, Mom, you are now the presenter. I need you to push play for show my screen.
Play. Keep going, Kathy, because I've not done this before.
okay.
I don't want to waste people's time. I've never done this go-to meeting thing.
Do you see an orange arrow?
I see the arrow.
There, we've got your screen now with the clock and a little wave.
Yeah, we can see
it. So now we see your screen, so go ahead and do your thing as if you're talking to us.
You see my screen?
Yeah.
I don't see my screen.
Just open up your Send Out Cards account, Sherry, and we'll be able to see it. Put it on your screen.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you want to type in there. I just want to open a new window.
Open a new window.
No, open a new window.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll lose us.
Yeah, I don't want.
Come on, Mom, make you proud.
Well, hello, I'm here. Hold on, I'm going to open it in a new window. Very slow. So you see what I'm doing here?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh gosh. very slow. Pickup. I'm on your dad's computer because mine wouldn't even launch it. Keep talking, Kathy, because I don't want.
Doing fine, Mom. Okay.
You're doing fine.
No, I'm not. I don't want to waste people's time here. Okay, send that card. Here we go. No. How do I minimize this? Okay. I'm logging in. This is good for people that are going to be seeing this. You log in with your account, and this is what you'll see. This is good. I pop into this all the time. I don't send volumes because I do this for fun. But here is the page that you will see. I have 345 points. Can you see this?
Yes.
See it.
Okay. And my expense account is only 543, which will be limited for what I need. And I stockpile my points for Christmas specifically, Easter, sometimes if I know something's coming up, I'll stockpile them so that I can use them at a later date. But I can see now that my expense account is low. And in order to do postage, which you need to buy points for, you need to buy postage with money. You just go into that, and you see right under there it says buy points and expense. You click that, and then you can add it with a credit card. With my Create a Card, my favorite that I've been doing, and I like to create more than use the ones they have. There's probably 20,000 cards, Kathy, you can choose from if you want.
Yeah, about 15,000, yep.
Right. Well, I like to create my own. That's my signature, is that I make really fun ones and personalize them. So if I go to an event with people, if I'm at a party and it was a wonderful party, I take a lot of pictures and then I upload them when I get home, and I usually send thank you cards, and it's really cute because that's what Kathy does really well, on a personal level. You guys are going to be dealing more on a business level because say you go out and you have a new customer and you say, I want to follow up with them. So you take a picture of the house they've been looking at, and then you put something really catchy and creative on it and say, this could be yours. I hope I can see you in the future. And you can use all kinds of little clip art to play with that. So I'm going to click on the Create a Picture Plus card right here on the top left.
Let me stop you for just a minute, Sherry. So
Okay.
I just want to, go back 1 second. I just want to let them know that within all these different categories, you can just choose any of these cards. So maybe close that out, Sherry. Just X that out for just a minute.
Okay.
Only because I don't want to forget for us to go back here. But basically, if you just want to go in and create, let's just see that thank you card right there. Note that under the under special interest at the bottom, and just write this down: special interest, business, and actually, Sherry, yeah, you can go on down there if you want to.
Okay.
That and then the Picture Plus card is going to be great. So special interest.
Yeah, I'm going to click that.
Business.
You can pick business right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's subcategories under categories.
And then go down to real estate, because this is really cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I don't think real estate agents have an understanding of all that they can do with this, especially with the video ability. You guys have a real great outlet for this.
And just so you guys know, predominantly you're talking to our staff, so we're not going to be actually selling houses. We are looking to build those relationships with the birthday cards and the special events and promotions.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, just so you know, these are all in here. These are all real estate related cards. If you choose to use them.
You can click on this congratulations one. You can click on. I'm going to click this one right here, the fourth one over, and it says, I hope you two are enjoying your beautiful new home. So this is a follow-up kind of thing that the staff can do. And then on the end, you see the outside of what it looks like, which is really cute. And then you can add it to your favorites if you pick one. That's the other thing I wanted to show you. Any card that you pick here, because there's so many, if you say you like one, just add it to your favorites so you don't have to go scrolling through a whole bunch every time you go into it. And here's a just old one. You know, it's just all just playing with it, just listed and open houses and home improvement. There's all kinds of movers. What's the movers one for? Is this people that are moving stuff to people?
So can you go through, Mom, and maybe make one of your custom cards for us so we can see exactly how to make a custom card?
Yeah, that's what I'm the best at. Like I said, you can play with this and pick out any card you want at any time. But here's a create a card, and it goes into a blank screen with choices, either a postcard, greeting card, 3-panel card. The big card is a lot of fun if it's for a special occasion for a family member, a child. Actually, Ricky has one in his office that I made him for his 30th birthday. And it's going to load this up right now. You'll see the card. And then when it loads. So then you see this huge card here, and then you pick a template of how you want it. Do you want a picture and words? Do you want 4 pictures? And you can also delete anything that you see. But say I choose to do a 2-picture front. I double-click that. It loads it there. Do you see that? And then you go to your pictures. And, okay, I just sent out one. Okay, say I like, oh, that's such a pretty one. I picked a picture of the sun. So now I have a sun. And what I like to do is, you know, for a birthday, say something like, may the sun always rise in your life. You know, just make up cute little sayings. But this is what I like to do. And you take your text box and you move it where you want it, if it wants to move. And you type in what you want. You can change the font down here. There's 16 is a good size font for a big card. But you can change it to whatever works. Here you have your any kind of handwriting that you like, baby cards. Here's the color of the print here, just like with Word. And then here you center it. And if you choose to make a white writing, because this is black, of course you want you can choose white by this little teardrop. You pick it, and then that's what it will be. And my little mouse isn't working. So you've got this right here. And so I'm going to say what I want. Let's see what I want to say. My mouse is say, hello. Well, hello for, just type what you want. Hello from me. And I said, oh, I don't like that, so I got to move it down. Then you can move it there, and then you can decide to change the size of it. And let me see, I'm going to put another picture up here, which I want to show you. Say this is a realtor from down here in Florida. And she's right here. You put her picture there. Now say this is a picture of you. This is your profile picture, right? Yeah. Or whatever you want to do. It's not loading there, Kathy. There it is. But I'm going to have you say something. So you go to your clip art, and again, this is just silliness, but it's what makes it fun. You move this clip art to her, and then you could make it smaller. You use your arrow, and then you pretend you're saying something. Like, I enjoyed meeting you, or it's been a wonderful, great party, or anything you want to say. So you, again, add your text. And then you change it to a different color because you don't want white on white. These are all silly things that you learn when you're doing it. Say, hi, I'm a happy girl. I have no idea what you want to say. And then you say, oh, I want to center that better. And you just move it with your with your little mouse. You can move it and make it fit. So now you have clip art. You have a little thing that she's saying, and you go, okay, I got the front done. You can also do borders with this, which is fun. So you go up to view all borders or templates or whatever. Say I just add this one. This is one right at the top. So I put this over here, and then I say, oh, I want it to fit. And you make it fit so her picture is now framed. So now you have a framed picture. And again, you just learn all this by playing around with it. And then you can bring, see this one right here, you can move it to the back because it's covering up what I've written. So you hit back, and then that brings that to the front. It's just little tricks of the trade. And then you might say, oh, I want to add something else to a birthday card. Mother, I don't know what that is. But there's like so many thousands of little clip arts you can add to this that, again, you could take up forever time.
Okay.
But what I want you to learn to do is play with it, and then you can make collages. The one thing, let me see if I can find an old card.
So can you show how we can move on from the side to side? Let's pretend this side is done. How do we move on to maybe the front or the back?
The front and the back? Okay, we've done that. Yep. So then you say continue. Well, you go to, no, see this is the front. You'll see that up at the top. And then on the inside you click, and then now you have your click on down here.
Okay. Now
So you see that? You see that message? And you don't like that? You can remove that and put your own in. And here's your text. And you might like, oh, I might want to put that there, the husband and wife thing. Or type, give me something to type here, Rick. What do you want to say?
I love being put on the spot to do a live webinar for a bunch of strangers.
I love being put on the spot for the very first time. Yes, see, I can't, and you got to see me type. That's terrible.
You type as bad as I do.
Well, I think faster than I type. And then you say, oh, that's way too small. I want that bigger. So you just make it bigger, and you can say, I want to change the font size.
So change the Sherry font.
There it is. See how big that is?
Yeah.
You make it 30. And then you say, I don't like the color. You change that too. I'm going to make it blue.
Insert your signature. Is that your handwriting?
Is that my handwriting down? Do you see a signature?
Insert a signature.
It is mine. It's terrible. I don't use that. I like theirs.
Can we see
Sometimes
it?
you like your handwriting and sometimes you don't. But you can, I do have a personalized closing.
Can we see how that looks?
Where is that? Where is
Go
that,
back
Kathy?
Go back to the font.
Oh,
What are you
you
looking
saw
for?
that. Oh, you little scoot. You saw that. Okay, I'll do my...
What do you?
Go ahead, Kathy. Oh, here's my insert signature. Oh, gosh. See, I've got Sherry, Mom and Dad, in case I write to you. The Bosleys, if it's for Christmas, or if it's just for me, it's Sherry Bosley. And then my signature is there. See it? So it looks like I hand wrote that.
You import that like a picture.
Huh?
Now one of your fonts you could choose besides Times New Roman said Sherry. Is that your handwriting?
I guess it... No, it's not. That is not my handwriting.
Sure it is.
That's my handwriting? Oh, you know what? When you do your font, they have you print it in a little box, and then it sends it. So yes, that is my signature.
Sure. Highlight your I love being put in a spot. Highlight that.
Okay. Highlight. Okay.
Highlight it.
Okay. There we go.
Now go down to insert font. Go down to Times New Roman.
Okay.
Go down to Sherry.
Okay.
Click on it.
Okay.
There you go. Now click on the outside, all the way over on the right.
And that's my
Okay,
handwriting.
That's
Okay,
handwriting.
that's my handwriting. And yeah, I don't do that because I don't like my handwriting, so I don't do that. Everybody's got their own little thing. But you just play and play with all the selections and choices. So I've done the bottom picture, and then, oh, this is what's fun. Say you put this leaf here. This is for the upper part. You just want to do some decorations. You drag a leaf there, and then you say, oh, I want something here. Anything you add, you just drag it over. And you can type inside here, and then you can say, oh, I don't like any of that, and you just remove it, and it goes away. Anything that you don't like, you can remove it. So that's nice.
So just for the sake of time, and we're wrapping up, that's how we make it, and then to publish it and to send it out, let's pretend it's done. We want to send it out to people.
Okay, you want to send it out. You go to continue again. You're ready to go. It's going to come up here in a minute and say it's done. It doesn't look really very good because you didn't put a lot of time into it. But then your return address will always be there unless you change it. Now, one thing, Kathy, I'll need to know because I'm not sure of this when you have groups. If you go to your group and it's select for you, your return address will come up, correct?
Well, that has nothing to do with the group. You mean it's in a campaign?
No, I'm just saying, so say Ricky is sending a card, but he goes in and there's multiple people that are using this account. The return address, what will it always default to?
Whoever it's listed under in your edit personal information. So you can go in individually right now and you could change that. You could change that return address for this card. And you can change it for an entire campaign when you create a campaign as well.
Right, okay. Now see, now this choose from contact manager, I wanted to show you how you send this now. So I don't have anywhere near as many as Kathy, 398. And say I pick, I'm just going to pick this girl, Betsy. And all her information is there. Betsy Alexander, 2519, blah, blah, blah. And then it says everything's there. I already see it. And I hit continue. So now the card's going out. It says, do I want to add a gift? So you can choose, like, yeah, oh, I need to send a gift card because it's a graduation. And you say, let me just give a, $20 gift card. You click on what you want, and it's going to ask me for more points. So I don't want to play with that right now, but that's what you would essentially do. Click on what you want, or say continue without a gift, which we will choose to do. Because you can't afford to send gifts to everybody as much as you'd like to. So then it'll state cards are coded, the recipient, the delivery time. Now make sure this is important. When you do your delivery, if you pick a specific date, make sure, like this is 12/5/2012. If you think you might want to edit it in any way, put it for 3 days from now. And that because up until the day, midnight of the day you have it sent, you can change the card. So I'm going to put I'll do it for today because I'm here. But then I'm going to say send it. And then I find out later on that, oh gosh, I wanted to add something else. So you just go into, this is the one that's on its way, and you say, oh no, my card is on its way. You say, no, I'm going to edit it because I have till midnight to edit it.
Well, actually right now you don't have until midnight. As of December 1st, they're printing them all the time because of Christmas, so you really don't have time to edit it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want that card to come out. She doesn't even know who I am.
Maybe on the side.
Quick, go in there and get rid of it. No, you better go delete it. Go up to main menu. Go up to main menu, quickly. Go to card history.
Oh gosh, you're killing me.
Go to main menu again.
I learn something new every day. You're funny.
Go to main menu quick.
Quick, view card history. Is that the one?
Yeah.
And then hey, I search.
Click search.
And then I'm going to check it pop up, and I'm going to say, I'm going to say cancel.
Check the box. Check
it.
And cancel it.
And I don't want it going out. And I said, are you sure? Yes. Now the one story I want to tell you all that I loved that was awesome was we were on a trip to Cancun right at Christmas time. It was like 14th of December, and I said, I want to, send out my Christmas cards. I'll never make it back in time. But we went out on this wonderful fishing expedition, and I got off the boat, came in, and I was at this resort, and I ran up to the cyber cafe. They had a computer. I uploaded the picture from our boating, and I clicked on 50 people and sent out my Christmas cards from Cancun in about 10 minutes. And it was awesome because I made it a campaign. When you make it a campaign, it can go to multiple people. And I sent it out, and I never had to leave the internet cafe, which was awesome. I didn't have to come home and address anything. I didn't have to wait and have it be late. I did it on vacation. So that's a really fun thing to do. And what Kathy always brought up to me was you want to act on impulse, because so many of us say, oh, I want to send a card. Oh, shoot, I didn't make it by the store. And you can send multiple cards just sitting on your couch watching TV at night and say, oh, I've got to remember this girl just lost her father. I want to make sure I follow up with that. So you go on and you send a sympathy card, and people make sure they get it. And that's just a really important feature for doing this. Because it's all impulse. You don't let things wait, because often you let them wait and then it never happens. And you know how that works. So, Ricky, what other questions do you have?
I think you all have done awesome kind of explaining what it is. We've already got the account for the Waterford office, and we'll talk with everyone else. We want to get separate accounts for the 2 other offices. But we're going to probably likely start this immediately for our Christmas cards and then our campaigns to other realtors. So I think everyone's comfortable with how to do it, what to do it, capabilities of it, and like you said, just play around with it and do more and more. So
right, and the tutorials are great. The tutorials are great because they do it, you talk through it and you repeat it if you don't get it. And also the customer service is great. I've never had a problem. If I've had an issue, I call customer service and they talk you through it. So you will learn just by playing with it, I promise. Because I'm not as into this as Kathy is. She's like the big wig, and I'm just a fun person that likes doing it. But you'll have a great time with it. And one thing that is another, I'm always bringing out the things that have represented me, is people that receive these cards, they call you. Most of them call you or they email you, and they save it. When you make personalized cards, they save it and they say, wow, and they share it with other people. And so you are getting your name out there more and more and more, because they go, you wouldn't believe what I got in the mail. And
so like our campaigns go online. So very good, and we've already been some ideas coming back of ways we can use this for our office and our business. So we'll likely be calling you again, Mom, for some troubleshooting.
Sure.
Appreciate you jumping on here and getting off work early for us.
Okay, thanks everybody. Sorry I'm a novice. Thank you.
Thanks, Kathy.
Can I add one quick thing before I forget?
No.
It's very important. Sherry showed you how to do an individual card to one person. When you create a card like Sherry just did, you can only send it that one time to that one person. So anytime you're getting ready to send a card, think, am I ever going to want to send this card or something similar to someone else? Then go into your campaign, create it as a campaign card, because then you'll always have it and you can always change it and send it to multiple people over and over again. So the campaign feature is the best thing in this whole system.
Oh,
I want any campaign you want.
Can I input something on that too, Kathy? One thing that was really neat, what she just mentioned, was she made a campaign, and I said, oh, I love that card. And she said, I'll send it to you as a campaign, which she did, and then I was able to delete, change, add, and do whatever I wanted to make it my own campaign. So you can share your abilities and your color combinations, your fonts, and all you do is change the picture on it. And you've got, campaigns are definitely the best way to go, because you can say, oh, I want to do that again. So, yeah.
Very good. All right. Appreciate you both.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.